booming success here. And today here on the channel, 3 months after photo scandal, projared says his accusers are liars. In a 42-minute YouTube video today titled, "You've Been Lied To," prominent YouTuber projared shed light on his version of the events that unfolded earlier this year regarding allegations that he solicited nude photos from minors, aka he got nude photos from minors, which he claims he didn't. Projared's former wife, Heidi claimed him of cheating on her, and she also claimed that he had been soliciting nude photos from fans for years, leading others to come forward with the allegation that he was doing so from minors. Towards the beginning of the video, he shares why he waited 3 months to say something, asserting that he wanted to be sure he could talk about it, looking to lawyers, law experts, and officials for guidance. Projared says, "I wasn't going to do anything until I was certain it would be safe to talk about it," he said. "Thankfully it is, so here I am." It's been a long 3 months, buddy. He then opens up about the Tumblr site he operated, admitting he exchanged nude photos with fans on the site, but insisting it was never more than an open invitation for consenting adults to do so. First off, it's kind of weird that you would want nude photos from your fans. I mean, I get it, you have a bit of a problem. I mean, it's not necessarily illegal, but it's kind of strange, man. I'm just saying. Projared says, "It was never meant to be an abuse of power," he said. Well, it kind of looks a little bit of an abuse of power. I mean, really, it kind of does. "I never offered anyone anything in return, like making them a Twitch mod or early access to a YouTube video or whatever." Well, that's good. I mean, if you were to offer them like some kind of position within your channel, I mean, obviously, yeah, you would look bad. Clearly, he makes clear that he understands that even if fans weren't getting anything specific in return, there was, by nature of his status as a YouTuber, of course they're going to hand you all the nudes, an inherent reason why some fans would choose to engage in any way. Projared says, "I want to acknowledge now that there was a power imbalance," he says. "I feel that what I was doing was not predatory, but it was unhealthy." I would say it would be a little unhealthy if you're asking for nudes from your fans. I mean, you're not asking for it, but the fact that you give the option to allow them to present themselves to you might be a little unhealthy, I would say. He started by noting that tweets referencing both of most disturbing accusations in question have been deleted. So the accusers, they deleted their tweets. As soon as they got called out on the situation, no bueno, gono, obviously. Jared says that is the equivalent of firing a gun and then trying to hide it while it's still smoking. Yeah, I would say, if you did truly believe that your accusations are true, then why the heck would you delete it, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, that's a little ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, come on, man. If it was true, stick to the plan. Keep the accusations on Twitter. Don't delete them, obviously. He provides a host of context that he feels negates the credibility of two fans who accused him of inappropriate behavior. For the first, he refers to as Chai. Projared asserts he doesn't remember any interactions with this fan at all. He then uses a story drawn from what he believes to be Chai's Medium account to negate this person's allegations of the timeline of Projared's activities. When compared against the timeline Chai gave of the alleged communication with Projared, the implication is that Chai was experiencing psychotic episodes at the time, and he claims to have been in contact with Projared. And these episodes, which he talks about in the video, where he doesn't remember anything that was going on, and it refers within the timeline that he talked to Projared, which makes no sense, and there's a good possibility it didn't happen. Next, he shares context from Charlie, a fan with whom he does recall interacting. At the time, Charlie claimed that Projared solicited nude photographs and never asked his age. However, Projared claims that he did, in fact, ask for Charlie's age, and that Charlie lied. Projared then showed a series of Tumblr exchanges to support his claim. As you can see here, we have Charlie here, dog veins. "Heck, I have a ton of nudes, but I usually don't send them to people." Projared says here, "Real quick, are you 18 plus? And he says, "Oh yeah, of course." And then Projared says, "Have to be certain." And then Charlie says, "I wouldn't be sending nudes if I weren't." Oh really? You might be lying, ladies and gentlemen. And on Twitter, Charlie insisted that Projared's behavior was predatory. Projared then went on to show that this person tried to keep initiating conversations with him negating that this would consent predatory behavior. Yeah, ProJared's not constantly trying to message you. You're trying to message ProJared constantly, which is a little ridiculous, dude. ProJared then points out with an interview with Daily Beast, Charlie shared that he did not recall ProJared asking for his age. Charlie shared that he did not recall ProJared having asked their age. ProJared then indicated that since he did, in fact, ask about Charlie's age, their statements constitute liable. Yeah, I would say. I mean, that could be damaging someone's reputation. He did ask for your age. I mean, you could have pulled up the chat logs before you sat down with the interview. Ridiculous, dude. Get it out of here. Wow. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. He then goes on to explain his theories as to his accuser's motives, which he claims to point to money and attention. Yeah, that would probably be a strong motive to attack ProJared. He's surrounded by normal boots and game grumps, obviously, or was. According to ProJared, the first group the accusers notified about the claims were game grumps, as opposed to law enforcement or even his ex-wife. I mean, ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't you get on the phone with the cops first? I mean, seriously. Like, you're going to email game grumps? Get it out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Initially, he was shown the email, and even he believed it back then. None of it sounded right to me, ProJared said. But if they were saying this, I must have done this right. Ultimately, he claims that this was the reason why he apologized to them initially. ProJared says that both of the accusers have shared links to donation platforms, opportunities for commission artwork, and other instances of what he calls e-begging. I mean, come on, dude. Right after the simple fact that you accused ProJared of all this crap, then you guys are trying to get rich off of it? Ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, seriously, dude. Then ProJared talks about YouTuber and former Playboy model Pamela Horton. Who also accused him of looking up nude photos of her and showing them to other men at E3. ProJared believes she lacked context as to what was happening as she wasn't present at the event, claiming that if anything, he was merely looking at her cosplay photos because his wife was into cosplay at the time. He also said that the allegations that he later said lewd things to her or ignored her groups were also untrue. And let's not forget during the video that he talked about her, him, and Matt Pat being on a panel at E3 and that he does not remember any of it, and that if you could find a video of it, by all means, throw it up there for him. Of course, this chick had to put her 2 cents in there. I mean, really, who cares if they looked up nudes of you? I mean, you were a former, porn star. I mean, it's going to happen. Whatever. They probably already knew that. In the end, he notes that viral stories regarding him cheating on his then wife, Oferrall, were untrue. Here, he shares that he had been attempting to break off, but had been denied from her. Claims she threatened his career in the process of his attempt to try to end it around that time. He then summarizes the video by referring to what happened to him as bullying. Yeah, I would say a little bit. However, he also makes sure to encourage fans to watch his YouTube videos and forthcoming Twitch streams. And ProJared says nobody likes cancel culture. I could say that until they get the opportunity to cancel somebody. What we have to also understand is that ProJared and Heidi were in a polyamory relationship, meaning that there was more than one person in each person's relationship, obviously. ProJared with Heidi and Heidi with Ross. If what ProJared was saying is true, ProJared's take on the series of events would absolve him from the most serious of the accusations against him. I think the reason they were in a polyamorous relationship because their relationship was really actually failing, ladies and gentlemen. So that's how he coped with it. And then he also coped with it by getting nudes from his fans. It's kind of a crappy way to cope with stuff, but whatever. I guess that's what he decided to do, unfortunately. Now, in the video, the ProJared says that all the drama channels did not attempt to contact ProJared. But Keemstar from Drama Alert says, "You said I never tried to reach out to you, ProJared." False, ladies and gentlemen. You had me blocked. So we tried to reach out to Holly Conrad, and by the time she responded, she was unable to do an interview. But make no mistake, we were the first to realize your ex-wife was a lying you-know-what. Now, the only thing that kind of sucks about this video, he does kind of show the Tumblr screen names of the accusers. It kind of does shed some light for his side of the story. But I'm not totally saying that this guy is not guilty. But at the same time, he definitely defended himself quite well. And maybe we should give him another chance. Well, this has been Booming Success. If you like what you've seen here, like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. And maybe check out some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching.